Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching 13 Reasons Why. This episode 4 of season 1. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. Last episode, it was the continuation with Hannah's story. So she was saying that this note that obviously Jessica found from Alex, which rated Hannah's bum better than Jessica's, which I didn't notice that Jessica's name was on there in the negative side for her. I just seen that Hannah's name was on it. You know, that is the reason they broke up. And then obviously this story that's been going around with Justin, you know, that he's taken a picture of her, and obviously, like, you know, Bryce has sent it around to everyone and insinuated, like, they've had sex, and then obviously this best bum's coming out. All eyes are all over Hannah, you know what I mean? And she's not wanting it, and it's not really good for her, because we've seen it got negative. Because, you know, all episode I was saying, you know, why is everyone caring so much? They're making a massive deal about her being on this list, and really nobody's making any deal about Jessica being on the negative side. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody was focusing on Hannah being rated the best bum, and then they was all kind of like, I don't know, picking on her, laughing at her. I don't even get it, when realistically it was a compliment. And even Clay acknowledged that when he was having a conversation, you know, with Alex. He was saying, mate, it's a compliment. I didn't really get, like, why it got took so negative. And then boom, we got it, the narration. When she went to the store to buy some candy, who come into there? Bryce. And do you know what? He took advantage of her. He harassed her, sexual assaulted her, mate. Literally, while she was buying it, he went over it, he grabbed the cheek, and do you know what? He was like, yeah, that list was right. And that is it, mate. Straight away, dislike him now from going forward. And obviously, you could tell it really impacted her. She was shocked. She ran outside. She was crying. And Clay ended up going to that store. Obviously, after listening to the tape, he obviously went there. And then when he turned up to the store, Bryce was there again. But this time, you know, he paid for some alcohol for Clay wasn't even going to buy any alcohol, but he kind of like pressured him into it. And then when he come outside, who was there? Justin and Bryce and all of his crew, and Alex as well. And they forced him to chow it down, mate. Literally, a big full bottle, forced him to drink it. And they either said, look, mate, you're either going home beaten up or you're going home drunk. You have one option. And he ended up chugging it down right next to Alex, and he obviously beat him, and then he left. You know, he ended up like going home. When he did go to his house, he ended up being sick all over his table. You know, it was really interesting. Then he went upstairs, and obviously he's laid down, and he started listening to the next tape. But what I actually done is he picked the map up, he opened his window, he climbed out, and he shut it. So he's on a mission, mate. You know, I think as well, when he put the headphones on, it said, shh, be quiet, you know, like, you have to be quiet on this side. So again, it's really intriguing. I think the map, the way she's planned it, you know, going to these locations and then we getting the flashbacks is really good. I'm really enjoying it. We've seen Alex inside of the school struggling, obviously with kind of like her dying or whatnot. There was posters up, he was ripping them all down. He said, you know, people need to start moving on. It's not going to help her come back. The teacher's still asking questions, you know. After he asked Justin questions, he didn't turn up to school, did he? Now he wants to ask Jessica. She's panicking. Justin's not there. You know, she's doing her little cheerleading stuff and he's supposed to be with her and he's not. And it's raising suspicions now what's going on. You know, Bryce as well had a conversation with Justin at the start of the episode saying, look, mate, we've got one rule, and that's deflect all eyes from me, or, you know, bring no attention to me. Guy wants to get a scholarship. He wants to obviously go to college and be this like big dog. So obviously he doesn't want anything being associated and around him. But then it makes me really suspicious and really want to know why he's so eager for that, obviously, to not pinpoint back to him. Like I said, everybody seemed to have listened to these tapes apart from Clay, who's taking his time, mate. Alex said, mate, you're only on like the tape 1, side 2. I listened to all the tapes twice in one night. I was so interested, and, you know, like, I can't wait for you to get to yours, so to speak. And he also followed Tony. He followed Tony, Clay, didn't he, on his bike, and he followed him into this yard, and Tony was there with a bunch of other people. I'm assuming it may be family members, and he was beating up somebody. I have no idea how that plays into the storyline. Literally, no idea. Even though Alex did tell Clay that Tony's name is not on the tapes at all. Very interesting, mate. So why is he involved? Who knows? We need to find out. Thanks for listening to today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 4 of season 1 of 13 Reasons Why.
For this next one, you need to be very, very quiet. You're about to do something very wrong. Be careful and don't get caught. Do you wonder what secrets you might uncover? What skeletons you might turn up? For this next one, you're about to find out. You spy on people every day. We're always watching someone. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They've made us a society of stalkers. Stalking someone in real life is a whole nother thing.
Everyone's done a Facebook stalk, like she just said.
I had a stalker.
Oh, no
And if
way.
you've made it to A4, you're outside his window. Stay tuned to hear about the skeletons he dug up.
Said your name like 3 times.
What are you doing?
The costume contest, $200 for the
Here.
winner.
What are you doing?
It's
Not the
nice
first
out.
one to come look at the famous window, man. We all did it. I didn't listen. Just started each table until I heard who it was, figured out who came after me, and passed them on. She just wanted attention and leaving those tapes. The fucked up thing to do. No one deserves that.
Guy who takes pictures of everyone. He's a bit creepy though, isn't it?
Shot. Then pass those things on, man.
Who are these kids? I mean, we need names. I want to report it to the school or to the police.
No.
Welcome to your tape, Tyler Down.
Tight.
So tell
Isn't
me,
it weird though? He's got a tape.
when did it start? How long were you watching me, Tyler?
Zombies? They're just stupid. What's their story? They don't want to take over the world. They don't want to kill their masters. Anything interesting.
Thank you for walking me home.
See what I mean? She has to take the lead because you could tell that his personality is not like that. Yeah, you could tell his personality is not like that.
I didn't really think anything of it at first.
That's
It
fucking
must have
well
been the
weird,
sound of a tree
mate.
branch in the wind.
Look how late it is taking pictures at that time. Yo, that is bare creepy, I'm not gonna lie. Guy does deserve a rock for his window.
I was too scared to move,
Oh yeah, I agree, actually.
even to shut the blinds.
I don't want to tear this room apart, and I'm not sure that I want to fight.
We have to.
My daughter is gone.
Christ, Andy, I know that. I have to know why. I need to know why.
I didn't sleep much that night. And the pictures you took that night aren't the reason you're on this tape, are they?
Ah.
I prefer to leave my lectures in the lecture hall, but, you know, there's actually an important lesson to be learned from a hangover. Now, the overarching lesson is that actions have consequences. Listen, I talked to Mom about the grounding situation, and I managed to convince her to
Drop a
stay
week.
her ruling. You know, let us know what's going on, only enough to keep us informed.
What can you tell us about this lawsuit? Was that girl bullied?
Legally, we are not allowed to discuss that.
That girl's name is Hannah. If you want to know why, I suggest you ask your own children. Take a look at the walls of the restrooms that they use.
People just write stuff all over walls, don't they? You know, I guarantee if you go into the lads' locker rooms, the lads' toilets, the female toilets, she went in the females. I've never been in, but she went in the females. Stuff all over the walls, and she is right though. You know, they're kind of looking to point the finger at the school. Is there a bullying problem? You know, have you got something going on in the school? Well, you know what? Yeah, the first people that should be looking at is yourselves and your kids, because your kids are the people in the school, and they're the ones that are starting the bullying. They're the ones writing on the walls. They're the name callers. So if you're looking for someone to blame, you blame the kids. Maybe, yeah, the school as well, that they could have done something better. But the school don't always know, you know. If it's never reported, how can somebody know? I'm in that camp as well in everything. Like, apparently she's got a lawsuit going against the school because a daughter was getting bullied. But if the school didn't know that, then that's not their fault. It actually isn't. You could say spot the warning signs, but how much was it? The warning signs was there? I mean, to be fair, we have seen a few from our side here. But it's when somebody purposely neglects to acknowledge the information, and then obviously an action like this has happened after it when somebody could have prevented it. That's when it needs to be raised. But if people don't know something's about to happen and didn't know X, Y, and Z was going on, they can't really be blamed if it happened in their workplace.
Justin, what? You said you wanted to do this.
I'm here, right? I'm doing it. What are you looking at, Jay?
He's fuming that he got seen by it. He looks alright, man.
Have you seen Tyler?
Why?
I did research about what he did. I think that we should
No, see, there's no we, okay? You should be very careful about who you talk to.
So I'm having a Halloween thing at my place. It's super small. You should come.
think about it.
What, you got something else to do tonight?
How about French?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I mean, they're muff divers. To be honest, that's pretty funny, that. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, where was your help last night? Where'd you go?
I had a family thing.
Kids, they can't even spell and they come up with this shit.
We paint these walls.
Yeah, well, I think we should, although I don't know how this is gonna calm Olivia Baker at all. The grasping for blame. I mean, it's just graffiti, right?
I'm worried about you, Clay. Why aren't you entering the costume contest?
Because I'm not wearing a costume.
Good answer.
What monsters have you
Obsessing over the history exam?
Quiet study, please.
What else has you up nights?
People taking pictures of me. Weirdos.
I think there's someone outside my window. No way. Nothing that interesting ever happens to me, but I'll help.
Oh, maybe she was the person on the picture.
I didn't realize you were taking photography.
Yep. The project is all about contrast.
You sure you don't want to help you with any
I
of
got
the
it, Dad, really.
Okay.
That was the first time I've ever lied to either of them.
Welcome to the dark side. But there's this creepy old dude in the corner who walks with an umbrella. My money's on him. Well, he's gonna need more than an umbrella to block the race.
I need you to print a few of them for the tribute issue. Okay. Can you get them developed in time? Yeah, I'm already started. That one?
Yeah, I've never seen somebody do this before. What he's doing with that magnifying glass thing.
You really did capture her, didn't you?
He's got pure pictures there, though, aren't there? Absolute loads.
Jesus.
Is this a present now?
I heard your tape.
And what? Throwing a rock through my window wasn't enough.
I didn't throw one, or I'm turning you in.
What are you gonna turn everybody in?
Isn't it? You've not even finished the story.
Criminal invasion of a minor's privacy. Look it up. I don't think they let you have a camera in prison, Ty, but maybe you can draw pictures.
I saw her. Most people, you put a camera on them and they smile. You don't see them, you see
That's true.
their mask. So yeah, I took pictures of her, but that's because girls like that don't hang out with the yearbook guy with me. And all you did was watch her from the sidelines, so I guess we're not so different, are we? Sure, you don't want to keep just one?
He's going back in there later, isn't he? He knows me. When he goes out, he's sneaking that out. It's a good picture. Now, what's interesting is, yeah, he's telling him that he's going to tell the police or whatever because obviously he's taking pictures, and that is creepy. But my question is, what's worse? Somebody standing outside your house taking a picture, or somebody feeling you up without the permission? Do you know what I mean? It's a tough one, because I would say Bryce is just as bad as this guy. Now, yes, yeah, this guy could take it when she was getting naked. Do you know what I mean? And then it makes his offence way worse than it currently is, because right now it's just with clothes on. And obviously, if it was obviously like nudity and stuff, it's well bad, because then obviously it's nudity, it's invading privacy, it's a minor, he's going down the slippery slope. But in terms of just a normal picture right now, I don't know, I think it's on par with assaulting somebody and not feeling them up without consent. So I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting now he's addressed and come straight to this guy and was like, mate, you better delete them or I'm turning you in. He's not even finished the story. He doesn't even know the whole thing. Now, he probably, you know, he's admitted that he did take the pictures, so I mean, he's obviously in the wrong, but why is he not confronted everybody else and threatened to turn all them in? And why has everybody else not actually cared that much? Because, you know, Clay's not the only one to listen to the tapes, and also everybody else has done. He's just threw a rock and moved on. So again, it is interesting.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah.
You kept listening, didn't you? And it's terrible, but we gotta live on and let go. Come hang out with me and Zach and everybody tonight. Bring the tapes.
Ladies and gents, I think we have a winner. Justin Adiska and Sexy Pop.
This ain't got nothing on the walls, look. Crisp and clean. Oh, he's looking to find out where it's all gone.
Clay, those guys are using you. They just want to shut you down. And whatever they're offering you, they're lying.
With your brothers, I saw you beating up that guy. Or were you just helping him too?
He doesn't know everybody's story though, does he? Like, Clay's got a little piece of everyone's puzzle and he thinks he understands it when he's not finished it. Oh, he's perfectly placed himself there.
2 different sizes here. Yeah, I got 2 different kids. You know, I thought having the Wallplex move into, I mean, maybe it's open late, but it's not this. It's not people we know. Plus, if I've learned anything from watching high school football, the bigger teams always seems to win. Am I right?
Hey, whoa, what are you guys doing? You stay right there while I call the police.
No, wait, no, this wasn't me.
It's in your hand.
No, I was taking it down. Mrs. Baker, I knew Hannah. We used to work together.
Do you want to come inside?
Look at that way. She went from calling the police to inviting him in.
You guys, go. Date night.
Thinking that maybe I should cook dinner for you and your friend.
He's gonna be my new ex-friend if you guys don't stop being weird.
Isn't it?
Once it's dark and we hear him outside the window, we open the window and flash the light.
Did they plan to kiss? I'm assuming they was kissing as a setup, but like...
I could use some courage.
I'm really sorry. Kids can be...
Yes, I can.
You look familiar, though. You said that you two work together? Did she ever talk to you about her experiences?
Well, she says. Oh, fucking hell, look at his give it her. Mad. Not fucking around, is he?
Thank you
for this. Now I know who's responsible. You are!
No, that's not real. Yo, mate, you got me there. I was thinking, whoa, mate, you've gone all in like that and give her the tape. And then I was going to say, that's got a number 4 on it. And she's going to be like, yo, where's the other ones? Do you know what I mean? And then I was just thinking it's a ballsy move, that, mate. Literally a ballsy move. Because everybody else has had these tapes and I would not be expecting him to give it to her mum. But it can't... Do you know what, right? All these... Every time you do something like that, it gets me, right? If you've seen my new reactions on the channel, every season, from season 1 to now, season 3, got me, mate. Every single time. He's always fantasizing about somebody and it cuts and I'm like, whoa. And then it's like, oh, he's fantasizing it, literally. Like, and that was just here then. It definitely had me. And, you know, when she wrapped that cable around his neck, I was like, that it can't be real, it can't.
Wait, shut up, wait. I misjudge me all the time. Boys are assholes. Yeah, my friend Kat and I used to call it a suicide.
Oh, suicides, mate. Fuck them.
Yeah, we kind of lost track of the plan.
I dare you to take off your bra.
I dare you to take off your shirt.
I dare you to kiss me.
Mate, perfect shot getting taken by him out there.
Everything okay?
The makeup on her mum's really good, man. She looks like she's absolutely been crying constantly, non-stop.
I knew you looked familiar. I saw you. I saw you standing outside that window.
I was just,
No, it's okay. I'm not angry. But, maybe we could help each other. We never got a note.
Whoa, that's deep, innit? She didn't forget her note, her parents.
We never got a reason.
Whoa, that's deep, innit? She hasn't left her parents know. That's why it makes me think she's alive. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why, but like, if you're gonna kill yourself and leave everyone else one, you think you'd leave your mum and dad one.
And while Courtney clearly didn't hear my stalker arrive, I did. I found a way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Wait.
That was pretty good though. She did kill 2 birds with 1 stone there, didn't she?
Wait, I should go.
Clay, the thing is, right, Clay can't bounce on a mum like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, he infiltrated... He turned up at the house, he's trying to do a good thing, taking all toilet paper down, right? But as soon as he said, I'm Fingy's friend, Hannah's friend, that's it, mate. He's put himself in the wrong place. He's going to be asking questions, obviously. Like, can you come in? Hannah's not had many friends. You know, we just moved to this town. It's good to finally meet somebody. You know, did you know anything? Did she speak to you? She's got all these questions. She looks distraught, devastated. She's run down. She's crying. You know, like, she said that she hasn't got a note, her and her dad. I think that's really deep. And this is why I kind of, like, have a little glimmer flicker that maybe she's not dead. Like, have we had a funeral? This is the thing, like, I'm a questioner, like, stuff like that. And it's like, you could say, oh, it's obvious she's dead. Her parents are devastated. She's not here. They school are mourning her. There's pictures, you know. You've got all this stuff going on. And I totally get it. That's why I'm, like, 99% sure that that is true and accurate. But I'm always, like, in a film and, like, in a TV show, when they say somebody's died, it's like, is there a body? Have we seen it? Who killed them? Is there a funeral? Who's been there? Do you know what I mean? And they're the questions that I raise. And the fact that her mum and dad have not got a letter as well just makes it even more weird. It does. It makes it weird. You know, she's left all these tapes for all these people to listen to, yet she doesn't leave a goodbye note to her mum and dad. I think that's well random, and that's why it makes me think maybe, you know, something, I don't know, like she might still, I don't know, it's crazy. Anyway, I'm interested.
Please, I just want to talk.
No, I'm sorry. My mom's waiting for me. I'm sorry.
Suppose we should come out. Oh, I like that. Both of them looking that way.
Remember when I said you wouldn't believe the skeletons Tyler found? Turns out they weren't mine. We, like, at least talk about it?
There's nothing to talk about.
Is this all of them?
Would you ever want to hang out?
Not after that.
Want to hang out with me?
Timing's not right.
And nobody likes it when their secret gets out.
I talked to Tyler this morning. He told me he got rid of all of them. Well, he lied. You of all people should know what a picture can do to a person's life.
She's in that picture as well, though. It's going to have the same negative impact on her, especially with that list and especially with Justin's picture. Do you know what I mean?
Whole fall, everyone looked at that picture. I'd imagine some boys more than once, but no one ever knew who it was.
Clay, man, what are you playing at, son?
Well, now you know.
Your mother has dinner ready. And a special surprise.
We all think things we're ashamed of.
Oh, he's deleting it. Fair play.
The only difference is, Tyler, you got caught.
This guy, man, he's been pestering him all episode. Not in a bad way, though. I wouldn't take the tapes either. I would not take the tapes.
I have to go out after dinner, okay? Won't be long.
Dingy's mom.
Where you going?
Oh, it's on.
I haven't seen Tony in so long, I thought, why not invite him to dinner? 3 older brothers? God, I only had 1, and we fought constantly.
Though, to be fair, he's an asshole.
Well,
So how's that history project going?
that's a good question. How are things going, Clay?
I'm thinking I'm just gonna pass the project on to the next student.
No, I
Sounds
can't
very
have that.
collaborative.
If we don't finish our part first, we could fail the whole assignment.
But I doubt it.
I would hate for us to have to face those repercussions. The assignment was very clear what would happen if we broke the rules, Clay.
Yeah, well, the assignment was given by a dead person. History.
We've got those pictures from the bathroom.
Oh,
And
he's
if
on the
that's
side
not
now.
enough, then we're just gonna have to find something else because we have to let them know that this is not a senseless tragedy.
You can only stay strong for so long, can't you? You know, so far, I like Hannah's parents. I actually do like them.
That guy you saw last night, he messed with my sister.
But you should call the police.
Police in my neighborhood are a little different than yours.
Marcus told me he just passed the tapes on.
Marcus lied.
There probably isn't even a second set of tapes. It's probably all bullshit.
Hey, it's Hannah.
He has got the tape set, and that was tape 1A, wasn't it?
You guys have any idea how much shit I'm in with Jessica? Where the fuck is he? Hey, he'll be here.
Got a delivery. Holy shit, is that them?
The fuck? Those are from my dad.
He's fuming.
Okay, we should not be doing this at his house. Really? Should we do it at yours? This ends with Clay. Whatever we have to do, okay?
You made me paranoid, Tyler. So now, I'm giving that to you.
Right, I get it. That's why everyone's standing at his
That's why
window
I'm
bricking
outside
it.
your window, Tyler. And after people hear this, I bet I won't be the only one.
Maybe he needs to change the pattern. Do you know what I mean? Be different to everybody else. Maybe that's what's needed. Oh, there you go. You know what? That was good from Clay, actually. Much better than throwing a rock through the window. That's going to leave him paranoid constantly now. Maybe he has sent it out. Oh, he has done. Technically, Clay's bullying him now. No? I would say it is, yeah. Yeah. Suppose that... Yeah. I get where he's coming from with it, to be fair, like... So that was an interesting ending, to be honest. You know, he kind of got his own payback, and probably in a better way than throwing a little rock through his window. You know, the guy can replace his rock, but he can't replace his paranoia. Now, whether you agree or disagree with it, it is kind of getting one back. He's done the exact same thing that's happened to Hannah. Now they've done it to him. You know, it was creepy. It never justified it. He said to Clay that he loved her, but they never really, like, knew each other, had a relationship type. You know, when she come in and asked for the tapes, first of all, yeah, he must have been the one that sent it around, because clearly he took all the pictures. And then when she went in and asked for the tapes, he said he'd give them her, but then obviously a picture was released. But luckily for them, you know, they didn't really realise who was on there. Now, I'm not being funny. You could definitely tell. I mean, you could 100% tell that it was Hannah anyway. She's got a distinctive hair. It's really fluffy. Like, and I don't know. I could tell anyway. But again, it's one of those where, like, even though that picture would have got released and people would have been like, oh, you know, Hannah kissing the girl. I don't know, maybe where I'm from. Again, I always have to reference my own experience. Not experience, like... perception of like how people around my area and will treat things. The first question would be, who was that weirdo taking the picture? Like, I understand, yeah, in the program it would be like, whoa, Hannah's kissing I can't remember her name now. Hannah's kissing her. But where I'm from, the first question would be, who's that weirdo taking pictures through somebody's window? And that would be my first thought as well. So when I seen that picture, that is what I would first relay. I wouldn't see the girls. I would think, who's that weirdo? And I don't know. So Clay's done a pretty decent job, to be fair. I know that he's obviously gone and he took a picture and he's kind of bullying himself. You know, let's be honest. You know, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but it kind of does as well. You know what I mean? It kind of does, mate. So it's interesting because that guy's going to be paranoid now. You know, he's already paranoid enough that someone's going to come and break the glass, and now he's paranoid that people are taking pictures just like him. I never really understand these people pictures things. Like, I understand people who like take stuff for the school photography and they do stuff for articulate purposes, but like all these people that take random pictures of people, I always just think that's weird. You know, like, people take pictures walking down the street and people just, you know, in the general Joe public. But I wouldn't want... If I looked on social media now and there was a picture of me that somebody random took, like, and put it online, I'd be like, what the hell, mate? How weird is that? Like, why didn't I ask him for my permission? Do you know? So people do like it, but I just don't get it. And it's obviously kind of got what he deserved. You know, he stalked her 100%. There's no other, you know, there's no other beating around the bush. That's what it is. It's full on stalking. And then obviously he's been exposed. And now he looks like he's wounded at the end. But like I said, mate, 2 wrongs don't make a right. But in some cases, it does. Now, in terms of her, you know, if they found out it was Hannah on that picture kissing, it would have been even worse, wouldn't it? You know, we would have had the kissing, we would have had the Justin thing, and we would have had that note. Now, in speaking of Justin, he's got a proper hardcore agenda against Clay. And I haven't really seen Clay and Justin butt heads and do anything real bad yet in terms of why does he hate him so much. Justin hates Clay big time, but I haven't really seen Clay do anything bad or for Justin. Now, he knows what's happened with the tape and he's listened to it, but like Justin's hardcore made him chuck down the bay last episode, said that he was going to beat him up. He's like, mate, if you don't come to the, you know, the house today and drop the tapes off, we're going to do it my way. And it's like, what? They've obviously heard the tapes and they must have passed it on. So like, why is he so concerned about the tapes now? Does that make sense? So like, it sounds to me that everybody in there, Marcus, Justin, and everybody else has listened to it. And they've all had it individually and they've all moved it on to the next. And now that Clay's got it, they're not happy. They want the tapes. It's like, why? Do you know what I mean? That's another question. Why? And that's the show. 13 Reasons Why. Keeping you guessing, keeping you asking, keeping you engaged. And I have to say, I do like it. Okay, and that's going to wrap up episode 4 of season 1 of 13 Reasons Why. Hopefully, guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. So, it was heavily focused on Tyler, the school photographer. And, you know, we did see him earlier on in the first episode. You know, he's hanging out of the toilet window, wasn't he, taking pictures. And, you know, again, toilets was referenced here today. You know, Hannah's mum, she come to the school kind of like meeting while he was talking about bullying, where the parents was questioning, you know, if the school's got a bullying problem and what they're doing to tackle it. And she's come in and she said, look, mate, you know, the people that you need to focus on is your kids. The school's cubicles are absolutely full of hateful and, you know, discriminating things. The schools have gone in there, they've looked, you know, the head teacher's like, why have we never seen this before? You know, the other teacher was saying, well, faculty don't usually go into the students' toilets. You know, all of the walls in the girls' toilets was graffitied, and then obviously in the men's it seemed like it was even worse. Now, we did see later on in the episode, Clay was actually in one of the cubicles and it was all clean, and it seemed like they have actually gone in and painted over all of the words. And to be honest, yeah, it is hateful, and it is something that goes on a general daily basis. So I'm not going to lie, you can probably walk in any school in any country, in any world, and somebody's drawn something on there. Most of the time it's a penis all over the wall, especially in the men's anyway, literally. No matter where you go, somebody draws a big massive one on the wall and everybody's writing stuff all over it. So I mean, from my, again, point of view, I see that all the time, and yeah, obviously people do associate names to it. People write loads of phone numbers on as well, you know, if you want sex, call this number, and you know, like, and all your mates start getting spammed then of all these different numbers and all that, of people taking the mick and terrorising them. And yeah, it is a form of bullying. So I like, from her perspective, I get that, but it's not really targeted solely to Hannah. It's just a thing that everybody does, I would say, in general high school. But I really do like how concerned they are for, obviously, Hannah's sake. Yes, obviously it's a daughter and she's going to be concerned, but I like how she's not giving up and she's looking into it and she's trying to figure stuff out. And, you know, Clay did go to the house accidentally. You know, he was driving past and people was throwing toilet paper all over it for Halloween, and he tried to take it down. And she did come out and she thought he was doing it and she was going to call the cops, and obviously he's had to express, you know, I'm Hannah's friend, you know, I used to know when we worked together. And she was like, oh really, come in. And she's trying to extract more information. Now obviously he's gone to like the bathroom and he's come out. Well, he got me, mate. One of the clips got me. I thought that he was giving her the tapes, to be honest. You know, we kind of got like a scene where it caught and she had the headphones on, she was listening, tape number 4, and she was like, oh, I finally know who's done it. And then it was like, you started strangling him. I was like, oh right, got me, mate, just like they're doing you. But then she obviously, he come out the bathroom, he was walking past the room, he looked in, he stood there, she's come and she's seen him. He was like, is this Hannah's room? She was like, yeah. She ended up sitting down and she's like, actually, you know me, I've seen you before, you was looking out, you spying through the window, kind of like Tyler. I don't know what occasion that was, actually. I don't know if he was just looking at you know, when her mum and dad was in the room as he was passing, because obviously he's kind of like devastated and he's just walking up and down the street. But she was like, maybe we could chat and we could discuss things more, you know, and you can express to me, you know, little things here and there. You could try and piece things together, because I'm trying to just figure out what's going on and why her life was that bad that she decided to take it. Yet she didn't leave us a note, and that is the interesting thing. Like, a parent didn't even get a goodbye, you know, I miss you, I love you, nothing. Yet she focused and put all of her time into making these things and making everybody else paranoid and pass it on. Do you know what I mean? And like, her parents didn't even get anything. So again, I think that's really intriguing, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Now, he's obviously scooched, like, literally, he's got on his bike, mate, and jibbed off rapid. He's got off and just left her hanging. But I think that she's going to come round and she's going to ask questions again, because she seems to be like Betty mates with Tony. Do you know what I mean? She give him a call, he come round, he give her a hug and all that. And maybe it's because she's figured out or found out that maybe Tony was friends. And like she was saying to Clay, that she doesn't really know many friends that Hannah's got. And, you know, when she did find out, she's latched onto him and she's trying to dig for more info, just like she was doing with Clay. Now, an interesting thing is, obviously, we see her kind of devastated consistently about her daughter, but the dad seems to have it more together, if you could say that. But like, his business, you know, he looks like he works in a pharmacy, and there's a big, massive brand chain that's opened up here as well. And they seem to, like, when they've moved City, this didn't have one, and now they have one. And he's lost one of his clients, customers, whatever is already. And it's just like something simple like that has, like, impacted him emotionally. He's obviously got this thing going on with Hannah, and then his business as well. And now he's crying and breaking down, and he's saying, mate, we're going to do whatever he can to try and get justice and figure out what's happened to her. So I really like a parent so far. I'm not going to lie, I do like it. And I thought today's story was really interesting. Now, like I said, Justin's got a big agenda against you know, against Clay, and he really wants him to come and be part of, like, his crew. Not because he likes him, maybe because it's like, keep your friends close and your enemies closer sort of style. And he's obviously not come, and he's not delivered the tapes, and you can see it, he's fuming at the end. You can see he's getting agitated, he's like stoned. He had a knife out, and he was like, yeah, maybe I'll show him, do you know, something like that. Everyone's kind of like laughing and joking, but thinking, well, that's a bit weird. You know, Marcus has been really nice to him as well, but like, again, it makes you question why. Well, I mean, obviously we know why, but like, he's not questioned why himself. The fact is, Tony's had to come and said, mate, they're not your friends. They're not gonna be what you think they're gonna be. They're trying to use you. You know, they've got their own agenda, and that is what Clay should be thinking. He should be thinking, why is it like last month I never even knew these guys, never even spoke to him, and now all of a sudden they want to be best mates? He constantly contacting me, asking me to do things, inviting me to game night and parties and stuff. What's going on there? That's what he should be doing. But like I said, Clay, he's ended up taking a picture of Tyler at the end and sending it to the group chat and getting a bit of payback. Maybe it would make Hannah proud, and it's interesting that we didn't really see Jessica today. So, you know, can't wait to see Clay's story, to be honest. I wonder if he's episode 13, but it's going to be interesting. I don't know how it's going to pan out. I got a little bit of me thinking that she may still be alive, but also another side of my shoulder thinking it makes no sense that. But, you know, you got to go with the flow, and you've got to just take every episode as it is. So that is where we currently are. Hopefully, guys did enjoy it. If you did, please smash the like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.